What is going on, people? Welcome back to Rattel Factor. It's that time of the year again. It's E3 time, and I look forward to E3 pretty much more than just about any holiday every single year. And I've watched it live basically ever since they started streaming it on the internet. And over the years, we've collectively experienced hype, disappointment, cringe, and have witnessed the births of so many memes that I can't help but be strangely proud.
Peggle 2!
So let's take a minute to look back at some of the best and worst moments in E3 history. Please be excited.
Please be excited for E3.
Let's start off with everyone's favorite president of Nintendo of America, our boy Reggie. Nintendo introduced Reggie Fils-Aimé to the world at E3 2004 in very un-Nintendo-like fashion.
My name is Reggie. I'm about kicking ass, I'm about taking names, and we're about making games.
Reggie would go on to become a mainstay and one of the most prolific faces of the company, even now in 2018.
Be able to come back up next time and kick your ass.
While we're on the topic of Reggie, in 2007, while demoing the Wii Fit balance board, Reggie quoted a single phrase that would go on to echo throughout the internet even more than a decade later.
My body is ready. My body is ready. My body is ready.
I heard some of you laughing. Don't try to deny it. I heard you. Yes, my body was ready.
In 2010, Konami held its first ever official E3 press conference, and it was a complete disaster. I could spend a ton of time just dissecting this awful presentation, but here's a couple highlights.
And the battle with armies of the more than 1 million troops. 1 million troops. Wow. 1 million troops.
Today we prepared an exciting announcement for you all.
Oh, come on now. Just don't tease him. Let's get on with the announcement.
This is not originally hack and slash anymore. This is an extreme hack and slash title. Not funny.
Despite the Nintendo Wii's mainstream success in the late 2000s, Nintendo had a hard time resonating with core gamers at the time, which resulted in some pretty rough E3 showings. That was made all the more evident in E3 2008's infamous Wii Music demo. Console wars have always been a thing. Rewinding all the way back to 1995, war was brewing between Sony and Sega. Sega made an extremely bold play by releasing the Sega Saturn right there on the spot at E3 at a steep $399, pissing off retailers and consumers alike.
Look into the world of Sega Saturn.
Virtua Fighter!
With the ball in Sony's court, in a briefing later on in the day, the president of Sony would take the stage to deliver one of the shortest but most effective speeches ever made on an E3 stage.
$299.
Speaking of great speeches, at Sony's E3 2010 press conference, fictitious Sony Vice President Kevin Butler made a surprise appearance and delivered a speech which turned out to be one of the highlights of the show.
Sitting gamers, everyone, and though we may pledge fanboy allegiances to different flags, deep down inside we all serve one master, one king, and his name is gaming. Forever may he reign!
History shows that Sony has often taken advantage of its opponents' blunders. In 2013, after an awful and convoluted Microsoft display leading to mass confusion over the future of game sharing, Sony released a short video that was a direct jab at their biggest competition.
This is how you share your games on PS4.
Thanks.
PlayStation. Sony is definitely not immune to missteps of their own. Their E3 2006 conference, which introduced the PS3 to the world, was a disaster. Launching with almost no games and an extremely high price point led to Microsoft dominating most of the generation.
It's powered by Namco. It's Ridge Racer. Ridge Racer!
You know, we can dwell on awkward moments and technical difficulties all day.
You ever wonder what the bottom of an Avatar shoe looks like? Well, bam! There it is.
It's all really just icing on the cake. At the end of the day, it's all about the games. And when a surprise announcement is made, something that nobody's expecting, the crowd reaction, the excitement, it really is something special, and it's what E3 is all about. Thanks so much for watching.